The new year brings renewed hope for baseball's struggling franchises. While some teams endured brutally disappointing campaigns in 2025, the dawn of 2026 offers legitimate reasons for optimism. Here's a look at 13 losing teams and why their fans can believe better days lie ahead. The Colorado Rockies narrowly avoided the record for most losses in a season at 43 and 119, but sweeping changes have finally arrived in Denver. New lead decision-maker Paul DePodesta is modernizing a front office that remained insular for far too long. While the rebuild will take time, the organization is finally moving in the right direction. The Chicago White Sox posted 60 wins and 102 losses, but their rebuilding process nears completion. Young talent continues arriving at the highest level, and the summer of 2026 brings a massive opportunity, the franchise's first overall draft pick since 1977. UCLA shortstop Rock Kolofsky is the early favorite to provide the Sox with another all-star caliber prospect. Washington ushers in a new era after longtime general manager Mike Rizzo and manager Dave Martinez departed. The organization desperately needed fresh energy, and they found it with remarkably young leadership. New president of baseball operations Paul Toboni is 35 years old. General manager Anirudh Karambi is just 31, and manager Blake Butera is 33. This youth movement represents a dramatic philosophical shift. The Minnesota Twins suffered through a 70-win, 92-loss campaign, but the expected teardown hasn't materialized. Byron Buxton appears unwilling to waive his no-trade clause, and the organization has resisted moving frontline starter Joe Ryan. With health improvements for Buxton and Royce Lewis, new manager Derek Shelton could guide this team to relevance in the weak American League Central. Pittsburgh owner Bob Nutting remains one of baseball's most neglectful, but this winter brought actual roster investment. The trade for Brandon Lowe adds power to the middle infield, while free agent Ryan O'Hearn joins after his first All-Star campaign. Building around generational ace Paul Skeens finally appears to be a priority, even if contention remains distant. The Angels can finally see the light at the end of the Anthony Rendon tunnel. His 7-year, $245 million contract stands as one of baseball's worst ever. After delivering in the abbreviated 2020 season, Rendon has provided just 3.9 WAR over 257 games across 5 seasons. The Angels have paid over $206 million for that production. With the final year approaching and buyout negotiations reportedly underway, this nightmare era nears its conclusion. Baltimore deeply disappointed at 75 and 87, but responded aggressively. Decision-makers traded for Taylor Ward and Shane Baz while signing Pete Alonso and Ryan Helsley. More rotation work remains necessary, but Mike Elias demonstrates a willingness to position the club for a rebound in the demanding American League East. The Athletics won 76 games despite owner John Fisher's negligence and franchise location uncertainty. Setting aside those organizational disasters, the young lineup featuring Jacob Wilson, Nick Kurtz, Lawrence Butler, and Tyler Soderstrom shows genuine promise. Soderstrom just signed a 7-year extension, while Brent Rooker and Shea Langoliers provide veteran production. Relevance and possibly contention could arrive in 2026. Atlanta's 76 and 86 record reflected terrible rotation health more than fundamental flaws. The lineup features productive veterans and superstar Ronald Acuna Jr., who should return as an MVP candidate after fully recovering from knee surgery. Robert Suarez strengthens the bullpen as a lockdown setup option. The Braves will challenge in the National League East. Tampa Bay's 77 and 85 record understates their actual quality. Their plus 31 run differential suggests they deserved an 84 and 78 record, while advanced metrics indicate they played like an 86-win team. Ace Shane McClanahan returns after missing all of 2025, recovering from nerve surgery. The Rays' baseline is significantly stronger than their record suggests.
St. Louis begins the Chaim-Bloom era after John Mozeliak's long tenure ended. Bloom has already traded Sonny Gray and Wilson Contreras, with Brendan Donovan, Jojo Romero, and Nolan Arenado likely following. The focus on restocking young pitching and adding velocity represents a necessary organizational overhaul. While 2026 won't bring contention, prospect J.J. Weatherholt's anticipated debut provides excitement. Miami improved by 17 games last season and seeks further progress. Kyle Stowers emerged as a legitimate middle-of-the-order threat, addressing a critical need. Peter Bendix may trade from rotation depth to bolster the offense, but either way, the Marlins are emerging from their rebuild. Arizona disappointed at 80-82, despite having contention-caliber components. Merrill Kelly returns to the rotation alongside new addition Michael Soroka. Trade rumors surround all-star second baseman Ketel Marte, but any deal would bring substantial return. The Diamondbacks profile as bounce-back contenders. For complete baseball coverage and breaking MLB news, subscribe to USA Today News.